lots more examples today. So I'm going to go on from there. We talked about these things last time, but I added something to this which I believe Paul didn't talk about either. And this is something that you don't have to do for the homework, but it can help you for the homework. So far, we've talked about functions that return something. Return a string, like this one returns a string, or functions that return a number. Sometimes we'd like a function to return more than one thing. You'll see on the homework that that's a nice way to do the first part of the homework. Have a function that returns more than one thing. You can't do that in all languages, but you can do it really easily in Python. So this is sort of extra credit in a way. You don't really have to remember this now if you find it confusing. So what you do is you separate the things you want to be returned with commas. So here's a function which is called names two ways. It takes 3 strings and returns 2 strings. The first one is the one way of writing a person's name. So it's a string with the first name, space, middle name, space, last name. And the second one, see the comma, is the other way of writing a person's name. Last one, comma, space, first, space, middle. Okay, so here if we call it with these 3 strings, it returns both names, separated by a comma. So we get 2 values back if we want 2 values back. Now notice the parentheses here. That's because what really gets returned here is a thing, and this is one of those embarrassing places where I'm using a word that I haven't told you about yet, but you'll discover later. Paul's already done that, he admitted he's done that on Friday. He told you about lists, for example, which you're not supposed to know about yet. But, you know, it's like learning a second language when the teacher uses words in the class for grammatical structures that you haven't learned yet. Like, oops, you don't know about past tense. But that's the only way you can learn a language, and it's kind of the only way you can use it. Kind of has to look at it, right? So this is a thing called a tuple. You could actually return 3 or 4 values if you wanted, if you put more commas. The problem with this is that you don't know how to use it. Right? You'd want to, for example, having returned this, you'd like to be able to get the first one out or get the second one out. And here's how you do that.